Sled just currently picking out a character or stage, and then it's going to hop into the arena, and it's going to be me, Gunner, versus Wolf. Same match as past. And the stage that we're going to be starting on is PS2. It's going to be Sans this time. Wonder if it's going to be a different loadout, or if he's going to be staying at the same as his other me Gunner. But
it's
currently right now,
the same loadout.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee it. I know Sled. He does not go with any other loadout ever, unless he's playing against Snake.
Gotcha. Well, right off the bat, it seems like Doris has changed up his playstyle just a little bit, starting to figure out how Sled operates, and the percent is not too far off from one another, but he is slowly starting to get more pressed by the projectiles each and every time he gets in.
Yeah, Sled at 74. Doris has definitely done a better job so far, at least, at approaching Sled through this barrier of projectiles. Sled already at his second stock, only 52 on Doris.
Yeah, already going to show that Doris is already starting to slowly adapt to this matchup and figure out how Sled operates and how he uses the projectiles to his own advantage. And right now, Doris is sitting at just 70%, while Sled is at 36 on his second stock. He has to figure out a way to just start slowly chipping away and get that kill.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the main difference between this set and the last one is that Sled isn't as confident with with the positioning of his projectiles, and that is leading to him taking massive amounts of damage, already being lapped in terms of percent on stock.
Yeah, it really goes to show how much a match can change within a tournament. Already seen that Doris is starting to gain more confidence in this matchup, just slowly racking up more and more damage and just not letting Sled get much breathing room right now. Just always throwing out something or just making sure that he doesn't get back to stage on his own terms. And right now, he's on his last stock, while Doris is at 3 stocks and at 80%, mind you.
Yeah, you almost said the Boris there, but Doris is doing a much better job this set.
Yeah, but you can never count out any character or any player, just given the fact that this is a best of 5, not a best of 3, so there's more time to adapt and more time to learn from each match.
Sled finally gets that landing barrier he was fishing for. Not gonna kill, but nice position, I would say.
Yeah, at this point, Doris doesn't really have to do much. He just has to wait for Sled to commit to an option, and then he'll punish accordingly. But at this moment, he finally got that first stock off of Doris and is already taking 66% of damage. He has to start finding a way to get more percent off of Doris in order to secure this second stock.
Oh, that was great.
That was a nice option that Doris chose, using that down smash to cover the tech in place.
Down throw, tech in place, read, down smash, very good.
Exactly. And that first game is going to go to Doris. Right off the bat, we saw great adaptation just coming from Doris. He remembered that first match that he went through against Sled and is already putting that adaptation to good use. Now, I wonder if we're going to be seeing a stage counter pick or if we're going to be seeing a character switch.
I don't think, we're going to see a character switch from either, especially since Sled won the last set, but,
Yeah, taking it to Town and City is going to be a really good stage just for me, Gunner, in the sense that he has more room to work with, different platform sizes, and more options to recover back on stage. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Wolf to kill at the top with up smash. So right off the bat, the percents are pretty close to each other, while me, Gunner, is sent right off stage, but only for him to get right back on and starting to tack on more percents to Doris.
Sled loves to use that B reverse down B for landing. Although Doris can catch on to that, you can get a pretty large punish.
Yeah, it seems like Sled is starting to go back to his old habits, starting to figure himself out more, just starting to send out more projectiles, and Doris can't really do much about it other than just take it and just wait for an option that he's going to be picking.
Yep, and that charge shot will take the first stock for Sled. Only 59%.
Seems like a reversal from the first game already, and he's already just starting to... Ooh, imagine if that actually connected. But right off the bat, you see that Sled is starting to feel himself more and more once again. Just not taking as much damage each interaction, and he's starting to figure out a way to rock on more percent each and every time.
Lots of smash attacks from Doris, but none of them are hitting. Very good bomb drop and a grab from Sled. I think Doris really needs to be more patient with how he handles things. The big difference between the last game is Sled was forced to approach Boris, and now Boris is being... Doris! Oh my god! Doris is being forced to approach Sled.
Yeah, but right now it seems like he is doing pretty well right now. The tables have turned in this situation on who's waiting for who, and it seems like Sled is going to be the one that has to punish the option that Doris is going to be using because of the percent lead. And right now, Doris is doing pretty well, just bringing the percent back. One thing that I have noticed that Sled does very often, which is a good thing, is he doesn't actually throw out charge shot all willy-nilly. He waits till there is a good conversion in which to do. He doesn't just throw it out for a read option. He knows when a certain move is going to connect, he's going to throw out that charge shot, and it's going to connect.
For sure. Struggling... My mind is not working right now. Doris is having a little bit of hope here with the fact that Sled is struggling to take this stock. Finally gets it with a bomb drop, but you're at 106. Wolf can eviscerate that. Alright, 40%.
Yeah, but issue is the stage counter pick. Sled chose Town and City for multiple reasons, and one of those reasons is, if I am correct, Wolf can't kill off the top at until later percents, just given the fact that the blast zone at the top is so high.
Yeah. Another thing is, obviously, it just gives Sled a lot more room to work with, a lot more room for him to just camp and never approach, and just sit back with his projectiles, waiting for Doris to mess up.
Ooh, that was a good wait by Doris, but mistimed it just a little bit. And Sled's going to start racking up even more damage, 99 to 141.
Gets that in a little bit of an up smash. Not quite going to take it, though. One up the outer shield from Sled. Not with that rage, though. Alright. Even in stocks, not even in terms of percent.
Yeah, but you can never count any of these players out. It could very well go one of two ways. Doris can easily start racking this up with Wolf combos. And Sled just needs a good conversion and a good charge shot to get it in, and there it is. Sled's going to be taking the second game.
With said charge shot.
There it is.
Alright, 1-1 here. I have no idea what to expect in terms of stages, to be honest.
Oh, I honestly don't know either. Chances are, Sled's going to want to ban any stage that limits his mobility. So that's going to be most likely Smashville and other stages that have smaller areas to run around in.
Yeah, I think Boris, oh my god, I think Doris
Wait, man, don't worry, I feel ya.
could do a bit better to choose a bigger stage, or a smaller stage, because Town and City was really, the size of the stage, I would say, mattered so much. I think whoever gets the first lead really determines who takes this, because neither of them are really good at approaching one another.
Yeah, they're both keeping their distance.
Out of control.
Yeah. They're both keeping their distance. They were both keeping their distance for a little while during the match, but finally, Doris was able to land in a good solid hit, and he started racking up more percent off of it. And having it at 54, now Sled has to approach and figure out a way to start racking up his own damage. And right now, he's got 23 on him, leading to more. 68 right now. And just bringing it back to an even percent right now. Yeah, both players playing around each other very well right now. And right now, the percent is even once again.
Dead even, actually. Neither of them hitting each other. Finally, Doris is going to get a hit.
Yeah, but those bomb drops are coming in such good play for Sled right now. Just stopping any type of momentum that Doris has at the moment. Just trying to find a way.
Yeah, narrowly escapes Sledge there, but gets sent right back off stage. Where he will eat his undoing to that charge shot.
Yeah, like I said, each and every time, Sled isn't throwing out charge shot just all willy-nilly. He's finding a way that will allow him to connect it perfectly rather than just throwing it out just as a read-based option.
Absolutely. Sled is very good at using bomb drop and some missiles to attack on very little bits of damage over time. And 70%.
Yeah, 70% on Doris right now, while Sled is at a comfortable 0 right now. Just trying to find a way to rock on more damage, and Doris is doing a pretty well job just using lasers since it can go through all projectiles and doesn't clank with any of them.
Yeah, it is transcendent, which is super helpful against matchups like this where your opponent is going to be throwing out projectiles of their own.
Yeah, right now both at very even percents, 81 to 79, and he has to figure out a way to get back on stage. And thankfully, he does using the fair extension.
Ooh, gets the roll read up smash, and that is going to take the stock.
Such a good call out by Sled right now, and like I said earlier in the match, whoever takes the first stock will be the deciding factor of this match, and right now it seems like it is going pretty well for Sled right now, with 15% on Doris right now, with 150 on Sled, still alive.
Yeah, if he can get like a charge shot or something, that's such a large amount of damage.
Yeah, but right now Doris is trying his very best to take at least the least amount of damage in order to secure this second stock.
61% already on him though. Very good movement from Sled with the B reverse charge shot into an air dodge.
Ooh, didn't need that up smash to connect, but it did, and he's at 81% right now. Anything will kill. Oh, and that up smash will kill, taking him to his final stock. And Doris with 81, while Sled is still at a measly 6%.
Yeah, plus he's got the advantage right now because Doris is off stage. He's really... Doris, that is, has to pull something crazy out, and unfortunately he will not do that this game because he will get upbeat out of shield. That cannon jump kick coming in clutch for Sled, taking game 2, making a set 2-1 in his favor.
Yeah, this is definitely an explosive match in more ways than one, and seeing the way both players are adapting to one another, like we saw in game the first game, Doris was doing so well against Sled, and then finally Sled was able to bring some type of explosive nature to the match. And now we're going into a game 4. And I'm excited to see what's up.
3, 2, 1.
Please do that. Yes, let's go. Alright. So, getting into this 4th game, I can't wait to see what these players are going to be coming up with and what styles of play right now. And it seems like Doris is just oppressing Sled with the amount of lasers that are coming out. But Sled's able to finally get in and do at least 45% of damage, making it rather even.
Yeah, you just gotta get one little hit with Meat Gunner and that can do so much damage. Because a couple of Meat Gunner's moves in particular, Charge Shot, that up smash, they do so much damage. Even Bomb Drop.
Yeah, 75 to 73 right now. Both percents are rather even. And just using that up B is a good get off me tool in the sense that he has platforms to allow him to just not have to drift or anything. And it will save him from getting any attacks stacked onto him. Ooh. But that bomb drop being reflected is going to amplify the amount of damage and knockback that's going to do, sending him into the blast zone, having 16% on him and 95 on Doris. Seems very similar to the first game right now, and Doris is holding his lead fairly well right now.
Yeah, this is what we were saying. When Sled is forced to approach Doris, it is very difficult for him to do so. Finally get that 53% already on him though. Me Gunner, Sled specifically, we've already seen being able to rack up that damage very easily with that charge shot. But we'll see. 67, 76.
Yeah. Doris quickly catching on to that upbeat every time he uses it and just trying to punish accordingly. Right now, he's at Sled is at 112, while Doris is sitting at 28. Same thing that was at the first stock, getting hit by that bomb drop reflect, and taking the stock. Right now, Sled has to figure out a way to get Doris on his final stock, while Doris is only sitting at 33%. This is very similar to game 1, where Sled is going to have the one that has to approach right now, and it is very difficult for him to do it, just given the fact that the percent that he's at and just the oppressive nature Wolf has.
Yeah, Sled really down pretty bad right now. Not quite gonna get that charge shot.
He might have to start to look to game 2 in order to figure out a way to game 5 actually, in order to figure out a way to get around this Wolf. Maybe PS2 isn't the stage that he needs to be going to. Maybe it's something different. But Doris, no matter, is going to be taking that 4th game, and we're going to be going to a game 5.
Yeah, something I was gonna say is that really just the statement earlier about whoever gets the first lead and forces the other one to approach takes the game is super true, because whenever one of them is forced to approach the other, it's very difficult.
Exactly. Definitely not even taking the percent lead. It's the person who takes the first stock. That's the biggest thing, like you said earlier. So I can't wait to see what stage they're going to be going to, because it seemed like they both left the arena to pick a stage, but they're going to be staying the same character, so I can't wait to see the final match that we're going to be going into, this losers finals of Mega Drive in your house. And we're going back to Town and City. This is the stage Sled won on. So we're going to see what the outcome of events will be, who gets the first hit, and who's going to be coming out on top. Right now, they're both playing very patient with each other, trying to avoid any of their projectiles that they're going to be throwing at one another, and just trying their very best just to get the first hit. Because we've seen from both of them that one hit will connect into another, and just a multitude of strings start to attach to one.
Pretty even here, 34 to 63. Sled with a little bit of a lead.
Ooh. Good ledge trapping by Sled at the moment, and having 125 on Doris is going to be a little bit of an issue for him, but nothing that Wolf can't handle, just given the fact that he can start racking up damage, but he has to first get back to the stage, and right now he is struggling.
Yeah, Sled though, again, we've seen before how bad it can be if someone does not take a stock early. They can go from having a huge lead to being not only even, but potentially down.
That is true. That we saw that in one of the matches in the beginning, where Doris was not dying. He lived to a very obscured percent, and then finally Sled got the percent off, but in return he died immediately.
Yeah, and this is another example. Sled has had a lead for a while, but if he can't take this stock quickly, we might even see Doris take it first.
Exactly. Right now, it seems like the up tilt's going to be taking it from Sled, allowing him to live another day and get his stock off. Right now, he's just started to rack up more and more percent. Getting clipped by that up smash, but it's going to make him allow him to live. But that back air is going to be taking his stock. Yeah, getting 45% on Doris, while Doris is about to start racking up even more percent. But thankfully, evading it using the fair. He's going to be able to get back to neutral. Both playing very patient, seeing which one's going to be approaching first, and making sure that each one uses their projectiles to the best of their abilities.
Yep. And this is so close right now. Sled, a little bit of a lead here, but no one says, yeah, Doris can't make that back.
Exactly.
More.
We just saw from the first match that, or the first stock actually, that both of them were at very high percents, and finally Sled took off the stock, but Doris came back and retaliated.
I think the big deciding factor will be if someone can take, obviously this stock's really important, but just being able to take the stocks when you have the opportunity and not having to like have your opponents live to 150, 160 is going to be a very big deal.
Ooh, the two clanks from both players. And Doris is at 102 while Sled's at 20% on his final stock. He has to figure out a way to get this stock off of Doris before taking too much damage. And right now they are both playing very patient around each other, trying to figure out an opening in order to secure this second stock. Ooh, throwing out the charge shot, trying to bait Doris to throw out shield or drop shield in order to get the kill off. Right now, both playing at a very patient level. Explosions flying everywhere, and finally get that up tilt to get that second stock off. 36 damage on Sled. This is pretty close to even, I would say, but ooh, dying at the last second. Sled, SDing, and Doris taking the final game of the best of 5.
Very sad and to otherwise a very good set.
Oh, that stings just a bit. It happens to the best of us, but in the end, Doris wins. And he's going to be facing